Reality recap.
Hi, Evelyn. Yes, I know you have the reunion. Yes, we have 2 more episodes. And then we have the reunion, of course.
I look like the slave. I look like a mom. She was like, you the one that look like you got a high body count hair. I fell the fuck out, y'all.
Candace, has Deborah reached out to you to apologize after the episode aired showing Chris did not flirt with her?
She wouldn't dare. She would get eaten for breakfast.
Oh boy.
No, she's doubling down.
Why would you go meet with Ray J without talking to Princess or letting her know why? Like, she's trying to justify that she told her after the fact and not supposed to make it.
What do you think of your ex-husband Jim coming out and saying you did not try to stop him from suing Shannon and Tamara?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, if his memory is a little foggy about what transpired back then, that's okay. However, he did admit that I had nothing to do with the...
Reality recap. Reality recap.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl V with Reality Recap here for another live Tea Talk session. We are streaming live right now across Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. The comment section is live. And I have missed you guys. I haven't done a live podcast in some time. You know, the holiday, a lot of shows weren't airing. So I am happy to be back. There's so much to discuss, so much to go over. We're going to talk reality news. We're going to talk reality show recaps. We are going to talk what reality TV shows are about to premiere on the way for our summer reality TV lineup, which I love. Before we get into it, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get all my Tea Talks live and pre-recorded on my channel for all the trending reality TV shows. Make sure you hit those like buttons, those thumbs up, those hearts. I appreciate you for watching live. And again, if you can't watch in its entirety, follow me, subscribe, Reality Recap 2876 on YouTube. And also, it is Amazon Prime Day. I am an official Amazon influencer. It's Amazon Prime Day sales today through July 11th. My link is in my bio on Instagram and Facebook to my Amazon storefront. You can shop all my deals, my Amazon finds, from summer outfits, mom hacks, beauty, skincare, podcast t-shirts. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. All different t-shirts from my podcasters that you can wear during a show. Love Island watch decor was today's theme for items under $20 to make sure you have the best Love Island season finale watch party. So, guys, yes, a lot happening, but follow me on Instagram, Facebook for all the reality news, reality_recap. Hit those like buttons, subscribe to YouTube, support the Amazon storefront. I'm just, providing links to you of sales during the Prime deal sale. Best time to get the lowest prices on your Amazon products. So make sure you shop those items, guys. I appreciate you. Toria, thank you for checking in. Hello to the best blogger out there and turning journalist real fast. Yes. I appreciate you, Toria. Missed you. I hope you're doing well. I do. I've missed all you guys. And we have so much to talk about. So we have to get into it. Right off the bat, I want to let you know all the reality shows that are coming down the pipeline, season finales, season premieres, all of the things that are coming. So here's a quick lineup for you. So tonight we have the Love and Hip Hop ATL season premiere tonight. I gave you guys a sneak peek earlier today of the foolishness between Scrappy and his baby mama. You guys are eating that clip up. So that is tonight at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Real Housewives of Orange County premieres this Thursday. Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion starts this Sunday. I saw a lot of people upset that the reunion didn't start this past Sunday, but I told you guys, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you knew that already, that they were taking a break for the holidays. So reunion part 1 of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 this Sunday. I have got sucked into Love Island. I'm so wrapped up into it. I went from not watching it, trying to watch it, and couldn't get into it, to absolutely wrapped up into it. So Love Island season finale this Sunday, along with Beyond the Villa, Love Island Beyond the Villa premieres this Sunday, which is, it will follow, we're on season 7 of Love Island. Beyond the Villa will follow favorite couples from season 6, which I did not watch, but I saw a lot of the information online because everyone else loved the show. So that will premiere. I probably watch it just out of missing Love Island after its season finale. Also, King's Court. King's Court will start on Bravo this Sunday. That is following 3 celebrity males looking for their queens, looking for love. It is Tyson Beckford. Also, it is a former I don't know if he's still in the WWE, or former WWE legend Titus O'Neil, and former NBA player Rodney Peete. So those will be the no, not Rodney Peete. I'm sorry, that's Holly Robinson Peete husband. My bad. Carlos Boozer is the NBA player. How did I mix that up, that child? But those 3 celebrities will be looking for love on King's Court this Sunday on Bravo. Love and Marriage Huntsville is back. First look at the season. I posted that for you guys. That is back July 19th. And our favorite, finally, this has felt like the longest break in between seasons ever, but Life After Lockup is returning August 1st. Some of our favorite toxic couples are coming back. I cannot wait. I miss talking to you guys about Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. So I'm glad that we finally get a new season. It has seemed like a lifetime since Love during lockup and Love After Lockup went off. So I cannot wait to spill the tea with you guys on Life After Lockup returning August 1st. So that is your lineup of shows to come. There's some other things coming that I might get into. Like, I know I saw Bachelor Paradise, trying to give a little Love Island I might take a look at that. So just some more things on the horizon. But yeah, we have a full lineup. I love summer reality TV. It is not disappointing. We're going to get into some reality news and mix in, talk about last night's episode of basketball, how I'm feeling about the season. You guys let me know how you are feeling about the season. We could talk a few other things, Love Island, and, like I said, gossip news. We're going to talk about it all, and I'm not going to hold you for a long time. So let me share my screen. Glad you're healing beautifully, Toria. Oh, Toria, I did see that. So there is a show on TLC called a new show called Versions, where it's following exactly what it says, versions that are just some that seem like, from what I saw in the sneak peeks, you let me know, Toria, look like some of them are trying to actively get laid. They're in their 30s, maybe 40s range, and they are still versions. It looked funny. I think the one girl, the one girl that was like, she's into BDSM or something and didn't even know what it stood for, was hilarious. That was the clip I saw, but I might check that out. I definitely might give that a try. So yeah, a lot of things coming out, a lot of reality TV shows. I did see the clips. I follow TLC, so I did see that. I know that everybody's into 90 Day Fiance. I kind of fell out of that some time ago. It was so much to keep up with, but I see some of my fave other bloggers still following 90 Day Fiance and stuff like that. But yeah, let's get into some news. Let me just pull up my Instagram page and just go through all of the stuff that's happening, child. It's so much happening. So yeah, we can start with, first of all, RHOA news that I posted. Kelly Farrell is being sued for over $25,000 in credit card debt. This lawsuit was filed on May 5th by the Navy Federal Credit Union. They filed a complaint against Kelly alleging she owes $26,434.86. The credit union says they've demanded payment, but Farrell has failed, neglected, and refused to make payment. I made a little joke saying sis better get to flipping them waffles, but I just feel like this is par for the course when you're going through divorce. Don't know if this debt is hers or if it's her husband's. Money may be frozen, tied up while they're going through the divorce. So I would hope with all of the fashion she's given this season, her full-on glam squad that she's beefing with Britney over, that she would be able to pay this credit card bill. I posted previously, let you know she was also being sued by a landlord at one of her restaurant locations for unpaid rent. So again, it could be all tied up in the divorce, but even so, should still be able to pay these bills. But again, you bought 17 pocketbooks for your daughter on the first or second episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. So I don't know. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean, but we'll see if she resolves these lawsuits that she has out there. Also, Brittany Renner is seemingly back to not wearing her, how do you say it? I don't want to be offensive. Is it hijab? I think that's how Jackie said it, her hijab. But she started out where she started wearing her hair out, and she said that, she does her own thing. She doesn't conform or fit in. And then she popped out and went to a concert wearing this little number here. So not sure if she has totally given up on her her Muslim religion, if she's just making her own rules. Maybe she feels she doesn't have to wear it all the time and she's making her own rules. But a lot of you guys were saying that she left it on the side of the road with Kevin Gates. I don't know. I haven't seen too many posts of her recently, more so just, talking bad about Jackie and her stories, but she popped out recently in this little number. She looks good though. The body's bodying. I can tell you that. The body is bodying. What else do we have in the news? Oh, Love Island news, Sonny. So Love Island news, Ciara, who was in a couple with Nick, went home on this past Sunday's episode, citing personal situation amid the backlash that she received. There were some old posts that were dug up, and I have to say, if you're going to go on these reality TV shows, scrub your social medias, because the people dig and dig. Like, some of these posts were from like 2015, but they dug up some old posts of Ciara where she used the term chinky, where she was talking about her eyes, where she says she used Botox because her eyes are chinky and she likes to widen and open them up. And personally, I have to be honest, I did not know that that was considered a racial slur. I learned something. I don't think that Ciara knew that. Honestly speaking, this is a learning lesson for her. People have been extremely cruel to her online. Her parents put up a post begging people to allow her a chance to, she's not aware yet. She doesn't have her phone. Allow her a chance to speak and learn and grow from this. People sending threats, the normal weird stuff that goes on with reality TV show stars, unfortunately. But I just feel like it's not like she got online saying, I hate this group of people. I think she just may not have known. That's just my opinion. And you learn and you grow. So she left the villa, leaving Nick single, who immediately latched on to Landry. I did a cute little meme video earlier about that. He is seemingly really liking Landry. I would assume that he was going to leave the villa because him and Ciara had made their relationship exclusive and closed off. Yet he decided to stay. I don't know, where's the loyalty? Somebody was saying in my comments, why would he leave? He probably saw what she said and agreed with her being kicked off. It's like, but where's the loyalty? That's your girl. Your girl got kicked off. Y'all supposedly in love. Y'all had just went on a date and was jumping around and screaming and hollering how y'all is closed off. Hey, Summer's Finest, thank you for checking in. So I would assume Nick would have went home. My husband was also saying, well, he's trying to win the 100K, but I was thinking long term, not short term. Like going on this show, you can see some of the stats. Their Instagram and TikTok followers grows tremendously if the audience likes you. I don't think he has a chance at winning the 100K. I really feel like at this point, if nothing else goes wrong, Amaya and Brian are going to win. And he likes Alandria. She's trying to figure out if she likes him back, but I don't see them winning the 100K. He probably would have gotten more followers, more, I guess, viewer likership or whatever you want to call it, if he would have left with Ciara and stood by her side. Listen, just my thoughts. But that's what I was thinking. But yeah, she's gone, and Nick done cuddled on Alandria big old booty, and he talking about his whole body was tingling in places they ain't never tingled before, even though he was humping and hunching on Ciara before she left, child. So I don't know. We gonna see how this plays out. But I know in the last vote, I have two phones, y'all know, call me two phone Tony, you know. So I voted for Brian and Amaya on one phone, and I voted for my girl Hurricane Huda and Chris. I feel a little nervous for Taylor and Clark. I like them together. I don't feel like he was leading Orlandria on or playing in her face or using her to get the money. I thought he actually liked Orlandria, but he felt more comfortable with Clark, and he simply had a change of heart. That's just my opinion. And yeah, I like him and Clark together. America seems to hate him. He was in the bottom of everything in the Maybelline challenge. So we'll see how that plays out. But I was like, damn, should I go take my daddy phone or my husband phone and vote for them? Because I've been voting for them as well. Trying to keep them in the game, but I don't know. I ain't feel like walking downstairs and getting my father phone this time. So sorry, Taylor Clark. But at this point, y'all won the best parent challenge. In the last episode, it was really about these plastic babies that were screaming and hollering. Some of them had twins. Some did well, some didn't. But Taylor and Clark won that challenge. So they can just go home together at this point and be happy. And, she can, I guess, conform to the farm life. I'm not sold on her really wanting to do the farm cowgirl thing, but she's trying to make it work. I mean, Love Island overall this past episode, I love Huda. I do. Huda got on my nerves this last episode. Chris was really trying with that little plastic crying baby, and I don't feel like she gave him credit. I get it. She said she had PTSD because last time she had, we know she's a mamacita, that she is a single mom, and she says she had to do all of that, crying, waking up by herself. So they talk through it, but Huda she got to learn to dial it back a little bit, because Chris is really trying to understand her. He really tried in that challenge. It's not like he threw the baby up on the counter next to the stove like we saw. Was that Iris and Pepe who did that? I don't know, but putting their babies up on the counter. He did a whole mommy me yoga class. He really was trying. I like Huda, but yeah, she got on my nerves this last episode. I ain't gonna hold you. She got on my nerves. Let's read some of the comments. They are coming in, guys. Summer's Finest said, how do they win the 100K? Yes, Summer's Finest. From my understanding, we vote our favorite couple, and that's who wins. And Nick only got a good 40 seconds. He only got a good 40 seconds in him. He probably ain't even got that in him with Orlandria big old booty girl. She said, I want to know what Clark be saying because I never see her talk. That's something that's going to hold Clark back too. I agree with you. She's not showing enough personality. She seems very reserved, but it works for Clark. I mean, Clark is very reserved. I think it works for Taylor. I just feel like they need to go home at this point. I do. Jan said Huda was Mamacita dearest towards Chris. She definitely was. She was mad at him because he didn't roll up the mat. It was like, girl, pump your brakes. And I identify with her because little stuff like that irked me. As women, it all does, but it was like I just had compassion because he was trying. It's not like he didn't care about the plastic. He really was trying, and she didn't give him any credit. She yelling over the thing. I don't like what color you can put on the baby. I don't like what he wearing. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? He was trying, you know? So wouldn't that be someone you want that doesn't seem intimidated by you already having a child and was willing to learn and try with you, Huda? Scared she might be at the bottom too. I mean, I voted for her, but I don't know how many other people did. So we're gonna see. Two Jans also said Iris and Pepe were hilarious as the fake parents. They were not serious and I loved it. Yeah, they had fun with it. Ace and Shelly were a little rocky. They did, like he said, they did good as parents separate, but as a team, not so much. But then she made s'mores and all was right with the world with him. You know, his little dimples come out. He's really letting his guard down with her finally. It was exhausting, and I really felt like he didn't deserve Shelly because she had to jump through so many hoops. Not saying that we don't have to work to get our man, but it should be an even working at it. And it was exhausting waiting for him to finally couple up with her, and they still not closed off. Like, you're not gonna mess with anybody else. There's no bombshells coming, I don't think, at this point. That would be crazy. So what are we doing? Close it off already, which is such a weird term, and I'm tired of hearing it, but now they got me saying it. Someone's finally says, Huda got to stop running the boys away. Yeah, Huda has to learn to be soft. Yeah, she is not in her soft girl era. Let me go over to my other comments here. Housewives says she has a podcast coming possibly. I'm sorry, I missed. Who has the podcast coming? Let me know, Housewives from a Housewife, which I love your page, by the way, Housewives from a Housewife. Y'all follow this page. Great aesthetics. I love the posts, the clips. Be dope. So shout out to you. But let me know who I missed who's possibly having a podcast. And Toria said about Ciara, you didn't know that was racist yourself. Yeah, me either. You learn, you learn. So I really didn't know that. I don't personally use the term because I got teased for having huge eyes. They call me Odie from Garfield. Y'all know the dog in Garfield. So it's not something I personally use because I'm the opposite with these things. Okay. They are huge. Toria said, is there a book that teaches people what words are racist? Maybe I need to read it because I must be saying a lot of racist stuff and don't know. I don't know if it's a book or not. This cancel culture is really making the rules and deciding who stays and who goes, especially on Love Island. So many people have been canceled and probably weren't aware of what they said being offensive. It's sensitive times. It really is. Just a quick story. I saw somebody else talking about it, but I think over the holiday or something, they were playing Rush Hour with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. And before it came on, there was like a disclaimer because things that we would watch or say back then are now offensive. So there was like a disclaimer of how, like, hey, there might be some offensive things, times have changed. So things are changing. For me, unless I see someone get up here and stake their claim for a hate for a race or a gender or a group of people, that's not what she did at all. And that wasn't her intentions, in my opinion. I don't know. I personally don't think she had to go. The other girl, Yulissa, that left earlier in Love Island, I mean, she got on the podcast using the N-word, and it was like, again, not in a like I hate N-word. It was more so like, yeah, my last N was, he cheated on me, and it was like, girl. So I kind of understood that one. I ain't gonna hold you. But speaking of that, also Huda, they were calling for Huda to be removed from Love Island because There's a debate going back and forth. She did a TikTok video singing a Drake song and her mouth was open. People have slowed the video down, and I still can't tell if she said the N word or not. All I can tell you is I've watched the slowed down version. I can't tell if her mouth is just open like that ain't me, or if she really said that ain't me. I don't know. But it didn't seem like it, and all I can tell you is she has a million TikTok videos where she's rapping and that word comes up and she pauses and she does not say it. So I don't personally think she's gonna get kicked off. I know people were calling for her to get kicked off, but there was a debate of did she really say it, did she really not? So unless they slow it down and figure it out and decide she has to go too, I hope not. But it didn't seem like to me she actually did say the word. Fun fact, y'all, if y'all looking, Huda face has changed drastically over the years from she was young, by the way, if you look at her old TikToks. But this girl can really sing. Like, she is talented. She really can sing, y'all. I was shocked to learn that because I was up there looking for the infamous surface singing song, but she can really sing, y'all. So fun fact if you didn't know, but Huda can blow. She got a good voice. She better sing to Chris to win him back or something. I'm surprised, like, well, none of them are really showing their talents on the show. Like even Ace. Ace has a ton of followers already. He's a rapper, actor, kind of triple threat. And they don't really talk about that stuff, but she can really sing. So I was surprised by that. But she's another one. Y'all know the show we're like a day or two behind the show being filmed. So there's still a possibility she could be kicked off. We don't know, but I would hope not. You said you need to hear it. It's on my page if you need to hear it, Toria. I just can't play it here because they'll flag me because it's a Drake song. Or if you saying you need to hear her singing, just go to TikTok or just search on Google. They'll come up. Someone's fun and said Ace needs to keep his rapping talent to himself. Two Jan said she should have showed us she could sing. Now we got Amaya Papaya being the singer of the season. Sure is, and can't sing a note. But I love Amaya Papaya. I love her just because you know what? She shows up as her genuine self. And that's reality TV gold. When you just be yourself unapologetically, you're authentically yourself, that makes for good TV. When you're trying to hide who you are, when you're trying to fake it and not show just like the real shit going on in your life, it doesn't make for good reality TV. Like I cried when she said, "Yeah, I gotta wear somebody else's lingerie to the hideaway because all I packed was granny panties. I gotta shave my ass crack." I died laughing. Like she's just herself. And I'm so happy she's done like a whole 180. Like or is it 180 or 360? I don't know. I'm bad at math. But she went from feeling like nobody liked her, crying down, nobody understood her, to having like 3 guys fight for her love. Now, granted, Elon and Big Teeth Zach were really only fighting for her love so they could stay on the show, if you ask me. Brian was her genuine connection, my opinion. And I'm glad that she chose him. And yeah, they went off to the hideaway last night. This was my first time. Oh, it's 360. Thank you, Summer's Finest. But yeah, they went off to the hideaway last night. That was different. I'm new to Love Island. This is my first season. This is the first time seeing somebody go to the hideaway, and the way they was all clapping and singing and what they say, eat that kitty in the hideaway. Eat that kitty in the hideaway. I was like, this is a bit much. Embarrassing, but it was cute. They was happy to go. So we'll see more of that tonight with them smooching. I can't wait for tonight's episode. Two Jans said, pull that moo out. That booty was poking in that moo, Two Jans. That booty was poking. It was poking in there. She hopped up on him. I said, okay. She's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl. They all are. They all are beautiful. My best friend was joking. They get 100K. I'm about to go on Love Island. I was like, bruh, you're 40. I think you would get side-eyed on there being 40 with these little 20-year-old hot body girls. Like, you missed your prime, bro. Love Island is done for you. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Huda if they kick off. I'm hoping not. Yes, Summer's Finest. I saw everybody humping. I saw everybody's covers moving before they open up the hideaway. That's probably why they open up the hideaway. They said, Lord, these people, y'all know, but they've been doing that. Hannah and Pepe was like the first one. Y'all saw when they slowed that down when Hannah licked that hand and put it back there. She gave him that slick back. That's why Pepe's so sick over Hannah leaving. She put that slick back on him. They said, yeah, they opened up the room. I saw Chris, who was so upset that Orlandria spilled the beans to the class that they had kissed, sure told everybody that he hunched on Huda, and she ain't told nobody nothing. So I saw in the first look tonight that he seems to be concerned with how she's not showing affection in front of other people. And he said that something about he asked her for a kiss and she kind of looked around before she gave it to him. So he's feeling like, why is their affection a secret? And he's concerned. So he has a talk with her tonight. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. So I'm enjoying Love Island. Like I said, I'm new. This is my first season watching. It took me a while to get into it. I just couldn't get past that first episode. It's so long. I don't understand the dancing and the singing and the 8 counts, but I made it. I'm enjoying it. I'm obsessed, and I can't believe the season finale is coming this Sunday. What am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do after that. But let's keep moving right along. Other news. So Love and Hip Hop news. Young Jock crashed out on the internet. When did this happen? Like a day ago, over the weekend. He pinned this message to Kendra, and the message said, when I close my eyes, this is what I see. I'm tired of feeling like I can't be human in a world full of humans. I hate how strangers can just send shit to my wife and she instantly sides with them. Well, I'm done with all this play rhetoric. I've been one of the most consistent people you will ever meet, and I'm at a point where I'm just done. P.S. No, I don't want a celebration for walking away. Joe Clive said in his comment, maybe I should just move to another country. Maybe I'm not as valued as I think I should be. He tagged his wife, Kendra, and said, I tried to give you my all, and you don't see the true king in me. I pray you find happiness elsewhere. He then, after that, came back and posted again saying that I am grateful for Kendra and the countless memories. Social media is not the space for certain conversations, but television isn't either. So please understand if I don't respond to calls or texts. Today, I allowed the rest of me to get the best of me. I know the man I've become and the sacrifices I've made to evolve. Never allow people to belittle you. Apologize for the belittling, then turn around and stand on belittling. I will be logging off social media and possibly taking some time to reflect on my decision. Side note, we are only here for a short stay, so please, I beg of you, don't waste your time or others if you truly love them. A lot of you said that this was just storyline material because of, Love and Hip Hop ATL starting tonight. I beg to differ just because what's filmed is already filmed. Like what's filmed is already filmed. So maybe a storyline for the next season, but it's not like they picked up cameras for this. Exactly. Yes. Log off, please. But he's crashed out. And he talked about it on the radio station. Apparently, just strangers sending pictures of him out and about, must be in compromising positions again. Like, already told you, you're a celebrity, you're in the public eye, be aware of the optics. So I don't know. He didn't post whatever it is that was shown, but apparently she's getting messages from strangers and believing it, and probably yelling at him like she always do, and threatening to leave and never leaving like she always do. In my opinion, Kendra should have never married Jock. She didn't trust him. So why would you go through with the marriage? Once he had the baby on you, you chose to still get married, yet you don't trust him at all. So it was doomed from the start. Not even sure why they went through with it. So I don't feel sorry for neither one of them. You knew what you did. She knew what you did. Y'all still move forward. You won't let the baby mother or meet the baby mother, and you married to him and all of that stuff. Like, it was doomed from the beginning. So yes, like you said, Summer's Finest, please go ahead and log the hell off. Tujan said, we haven't seen Love or Hip Hop on that show in years. Need to call it Seasoned and Suffer. You can't tell Rashida and Kirk, they ain't in love though. They say they're in a good place. We're gonna see that on this new season. You can't tell them that. But hip hop wise, there's some new players coming on, some new artists that are gonna be on this season. Erica Banks is making a few bops. Lil Scrappy got his line dance country rap song that he's premiering tonight with his new girlfriend, while also in the episode sitting on the bed in the robe arguing with his baby mama about him always coming through at 3:00 in the morning. Child, I just call it lusting in some hip hop. Yeah, she was crying on Kendra was crying on their wedding day, so, and she went through with it. Oh, Toria, thank you very much. She says she got she has what Kendra received in her DM, saying, do she know where her husband is in New Orleans? If you don't, I do. Bloop! Said you'll send it to me. Thank you so much, love. I didn't see it. I just saw him on doing his interview talking about it on his radio station. So maybe some viewership. Maybe he's trying to get the listens up for the radio station. But yeah, the season is already filmed and about to air at 8:00. So it can't be for that storyline. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But yeah, take a break, Joe. Joe Clive, take a break. What else happened? I don't think y'all really care too much about this, but former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Denise Rich's husband has filed for divorce. That came out about a day ago. They have no minor children together. They've been married for 6 years. There's a lot of stuff coming out in their divorce paperwork. Seems like he feels like Denise has some excessive spending habits is one of his main problems. But yeah, we saw them go through their, whatever on the show and trying to keep private from the camera what was going on. So you can see one of my followers said, surprised he lasted this long. Something's off with her. So yeah, they're getting a divorce. Also, I posted this. So Amy Luciani and NBA star Dwight Howard. Amy filed for divorce on July 1st. And I couldn't get the actual divorce paperwork because you have to do a written request. I don't know how Tasha K got it, but she's big in this game, way bigger than me. She got her hands on the actual divorce complaint itself. I was only able to go to the portal and see that it was filed, that divorce was filed. But it basically decided in the divorce complaint that it was like how they say it, irretrievably damaged marriage. Like there's no coming back from it, basically, is what it said. It didn't give any details, but what I saw that Tasha K didn't post, I saw on the portal that there was a mutual restraining order filed, which I found very interesting. So that was filed the day after the divorce complaint. So something went down. She's being very private. He was just on the Breakfast Club about a week ago and asked, was he really married to Amy, he said, he kind of deflected saying, well, Amy's not her real name, which I saw in the paperwork that her real name is Amber, not Amy Lucianis. That's just her rap name, of course. But they're trying to be private about it. But something went down. We already heard the rumors and the alleged, she found out that he was messing with men, which he's also been accused of in the past, and legal battles he's had. But allegedly that has something to do with it, or that's something we heard in the past already. But something went down for them to file a mutual restraining order. Amy posted, like a godly quote in her story. She also asked for privacy, saying she's not clear on how this news got out, but it did. And it was really Tasha K that got the actual divorce decree, but the divorce complaint, but I was able to see what was filed. So I'm on it, because I want to know what really happened. Royce Reed, his Dwight Howard's baby mother, who also was a former Basketball Wives cast member. Y'all know she crashed out on the internet telling her story about how she got swindled by Superman. She did like a novelty volumes whole page dedicated to her story about the things he's done to her and her past traumas, which she really seems like she hasn't healed from. But she posted after the news saying, like, I told you so, but y'all said I was crazy, yada, yada, yada. But, you don't get happiness from other people's pain. I just want her to heal and move on. But I mean, truth be told, I believed everything Royce said. If we gonna be honest, I believed everything that she said. Just being honest. What else happened? Okay. We're going to talk about Basketball Wives in a second. Just a few more things. This is what Royce had posted, like, told you so. And she posted this video rapping. She said, but I'm crazy, remember? That's what she had posted. Dr. Heavenly she announced she's running for Georgia State Representative in District 93. She actually was launching her campaign. And today, the 8th, yes, today at a rally in downtown Atlanta. She says she's focused on healthcare, education, small business support, and real representation. I said, congratulations. You guys were in my comments talking about all she gonna do in her debates is say your mama, your mama. Y'all had me hollering. But she's running. So I said, congratulations. She came over and liked my post today. She liked my post. So, hey, but, we'll see what she does. She's not the only reality TV star in politics, but she's a Dennis turned politician. And we'll see how that goes for her. I don't live in Georgia, so it doesn't really impact me, but we'll see how her campaign goes. I also read that Quad is her campaign manager. I don't know what qualifies Quad to be a campaign manager for a state representative election. No clue whatsoever. I mean, I still don't know how she's on Married to Medicine when she's not married to medicine, my love. Hey, Mariah. But I don't know. But I also read that Quad is her campaign manager. So there you have it. We'll see what comes of that. Oh, yeah, Summer's Finest. A lot of people were saying like they're gonna hold things against her. Like, I was thinking, y'all know how they do the commercials when they're like talking about their opponent in a election race, and I was thinking that they were gonna use her clips from her podcast talking poorly about people, use some of the stuff that she said on the reality show itself on Married to Medicine. But yeah, cameras are up on Married to Medicine next season. They were doing some green screens. I saw Dr. Mimi, so that's probably, I don't think it's gonna come this summer, but probably after the summer, towards the fall, winter, not spring, summer. Hey, Sheree. But I think Married to Medicine will be back after the summer. Let's talk a little. Let's stop here and talk a little basketball wives for a second. Let me put it up so that people know what we're talking about who come in. But let's talk a little basketball wives and just tell you my thoughts on basketball wives. I'm getting tired of them, y'all. I'm getting tired of basketball wives. I think that's why I haven't really. I've done short green screen videos about basketball wives that I posted on YouTube and on my social medias. But I'm getting tired of basketball wives. Let me just go through how I'm feeling about all of them. At this point, Jennifer is just, her beef with Evelyn has kind of slowed down. She is walking a fine line of having Jackie's back as well as trying to talk some sense into Chantel. And she's for the most part staying quiet. This episode, they went to Hawaii. Ming took the girls on a girls trip to Hawaii. It was Ty that went, Ming, Brandy, Evelyn, Jennifer, Jackie. And there's a lot happening right now. First of all, Brittany, Chantel, and Denise are forming this alliance. I feel like Denise was just dropped in the middle of this season without any introduction whatsoever. She has no solo scenes where we learn anything about her. We know that she's the baby mother of Leangelo Ball, and she made headlines a few years back for calling him a deadbeat daddy and that he doesn't take care of their child together. They're no longer together. He's with this model, Instagram model girl that he's been with for some time. But we don't talk about her life at all. She just was plopped in here with Brittany and just starting mess. So I've been disappointed with Evelyn this season and how she's going against Jackie and saying how she feels that the best thing for Chantel is to never speak to her mom again. Like, Evelyn, not really your place. I'm disappointed in her. And I felt like in this episode, it backfired on her, right? Like, Ty met with her to let her know that Denise was saying she don't really feel like her connection with Chantel, meaning Evelyn and Chantel, is genuine. That Evelyn's just trying to get information or get back at Jackie, and she's feeding those ideas to Chantel. So now Ty tells her that, and she finds out the little crew that she's been backing up really don't mess with her like that. So that's why I was saying, like, you and Jackie squash straw issues. I don't get why everyone is pushing for these family issues to be hashed out at dinner tables. And I don't like how it's starting to feel like Chantel came on here with the agenda to make her mother feel bad. We already or make her look bad. We've already did that in past seasons with the other daughter in the book, and the other daughter has been speaking out and beefing with Chantel as well. They not even on the same page. It's just, you can't make me hate Jackie Christie. And I feel like Jackie has been genuine in this season as far as, I'm not doing this on camera with you. If you want to have a conversation, me with you, cool. You're a grown woman. You can fight your own battles with Brandy. You the one that have set up all these boundaries. So be a big girl. Don't call daddy when you get into it with one of the girls in the group or you disagree with me. Handle it like a big girl. But they went to Hawaii, and later comes in the Three Stooges, Denise, Chantel, and Brittany. And they come sitting down like they come to lay down the law over the fact that Denise done told Chantel that Jackie called her impressionable. You're seeming like so. So it was just like she made a big deal out of it and trying to sit down like she gonna school her mother. Her mom and Jackie was like, I'm not doing this, bro. I'm not doing this. I'm out. And she leaves the table. Brandy goes after her, and Brandy comes back basically telling Chantel with which a lot of you said in the comments, not the time or the place. Like, they're trying to make like Jackie's walking out and Chantel needs her and she should support her. No, Chantel is there to cause trouble. You flew all the way to Hawaii. I ain't never been to Hawaii, but I heard that's a long ass flight. You flew all the way to Hawaii to try to embarrass your mother and to tell on your mother that she may have said some things behind Brandy's back. And Brandy said, like, I don't really care what your mother said. I still don't like what you doing in this moment. And here comes Brittany. Brittany's friendship with Chantel is borderline obsessive and weird to me. Like, she's making like her and Chantel has this connection of, having toxic moms. And she's really just, in my opinion, directing the anger and the hurt and sadness that she has at her own mom, who she said at the beginning of the season stole all her money, towards Jackie. You don't know the story. You've only known Chantel 2 minutes and you hopping over couches, jumping up, using this voice every episode. It's weird to me. It's weird. Let me go to some of y'all comments. Someone's finally said, how come no one can talk about her daughter, but she can't talk about Jackie's daughter? And said, I think Jackie walking off is best. I think it's best as well. Like, why is that y'all trying to force this conversation every episode? And even with Ming was saying, like, well, you always in my business, but we can't talk about your business. Ming, what business do you have besides trying to dangle yourself as a carrot to Ty, like, and play Ty out when we know you be tricking off on all of these? You get flued out a lot. Men get flued out a lot. Yeah, I know she got money, but she be out doing what they do when they all go on them trips. Her and what's the other girl name? I forget the other like Instagram model name, but you be tricking off, sis. Let's be honest. And I ain't mad at you. You go to some dope places, but what business is it that Jackie's trying to get in of Ming's? I don't get it. So I'm disappointed with how they trying to do Jackie. It was cool that Brandy stood up for her. Jennifer just sat there eating her salad, but I'm disappointed. Those are my thoughts right now. Last thing I'll say about it, Ty is surprisingly messy. I didn't expect Ty to come on here and be this messy, where she's telling what everyone's saying. This is about her second or third time doing that. She told a few things in this season, and in this episode telling Evelyn what Denise has said about her. But she been running back and telling, honey. And I didn't expect that from her. I really thought she was going to be on here just for her relationship with Ming, but she's surprisingly messy and I love it. She fits in with the group better than Ming, in my opinion. I didn't expect this, but yeah, she's she's a messy one in a good way. I mean, she goes back to her friends and telling them what she heard or whatever, like, but she been starting some shit. And I didn't expect that from her. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Basketball Wives. Really quickly, I mean, The Valley. I'm watching The Valley. It's not really holding my interest. I saw that people were saying that Janet fled the country and closed her page to private because all of the hate she's getting. She is getting a lot of hate. That is weird to me. I'm never going to anybody's DMs and threatening them and in their comments and threatening their family. That's weird to me. But she did respond saying that she didn't leave the country because of that. It was a planned vacation anyway. I think they went to Switzerland or somewhere with the family. Looked dope. But I'm watching it, but Kristen got engaged in Hawaii and all of that. Cool. Jax needs to be off television, if you ask me. And I'm really getting sick of Brittany telling us all the poor things Jax is doing I mean, famous quote from Jay-Z, "You are who you are, player. You could try to change, but that's just the top layer." We already knew all of this about Jax. We already knew he was a poor man and that he wasn't going to be a good husband. We already knew he liked to sniff them white lines. We knew this already. Nothing new. You still chose to marry him. So I'm not really feeling that sorry for her. May not be a popular opinion, but that's how I feel. I don't feel sorry for her, not one bit. I really don't. Next gen, not really keeping up with it. Love Kim's daughter. I didn't think she would be that type of breakout star here. I think she's doing great on the show. Love her bond with Candy's daughter. Candy's daughter went through some things on the show with them making like, she's a black girl and that she was aggressive and how she spoke to some of their friends. And that wasn't the case when they played it back. She had a conversation with her, her mom about it. And she's standing on her own, but I don't really keep up with it. I watch it here and there. I just feel like it's not for my age group, but a good show nonetheless. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the shows. Y'all let me know if there's any other shows y'all have thoughts on or want me to speak on. But that's what I'm watching right now. I will be watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion and recapping that. I'm watching Basketball Wives. I will be recapping. We'll be back tomorrow to recap tonight's season premiere of Love and Hip Hop ATL. We'll see about King's Court and if that's worthy of being recapped. Yeah, Love Island. I'm totally hooked. And you can see that on my page. So again, it's Amazon Big Prime Day deals from today to the 11th. So I posted earlier today. Today, my theme was sales on Love Island watch party decor. So everything you see there is under $20. I think the glasses were like $5. The Love neon sign, which comes in pink and different colors, was about $8. The I Got a Text balloons were about $5. So if you are into Love Island that heavy and looking to have a watch party, here is some Amazon Prime deals to make sure you have the cutest decor for less for your Love Island watch party for the season finale. Summer's Finest. If you're still watching, would love to go to that like they're playing Love Island in the bars like it's football. So there's a place that I have in mind that I would love to go and watch the season finale this Sunday. So let's chat, my girl. Okay, sissy. Black girl Angel, did you miss the divorce? What divorce are you talking about? Amy and Dwight? Yes, you did miss it. You did miss it. But this will be on my YouTube channel in a few minutes. As soon as we end, it'll be on my YouTube channel, so you can watch it there. And I did a video recap of it on my page. Other news really quickly. Oh, I didn't realize I wasn't showing y'all I wasn't even showing y'all the dag on Love Island stuff. Y'all ain't even tell me. I thought I was showing y'all the Love Island stuff, but this is the Love Island decor here, all for under $20. So I will be doing, in my stories are Prime Day deals on electronics. I'm gonna be doing skincare, summer outfits, back to school supplies, uniform things, all the mom hacks, early birds that getting ready for back to school, everything over the next day. So please check my stories, use my links. They take you directly to Amazon for you to purchase. Doesn't come to me at all. It takes you directly to Amazon to purchase. So I'll be putting that in my stories tomorrow. I will be doing podcast t-shirts. So for all my podcasters out there, like you see the shirt I have on now, allegedly came from Amazon. They have a lot of cute t-shirts that I want to get and wear on my podcast. So I'll be doing that. I put some equipment, headphones, microphones, in my stories already. So yes, I'm an official Amazon influencer. So follow my storefront. The link is in my bios. Make sure you do follow my storefront and support. Now, last thing, some other news that happened over the weekend with, I guess you could say, in the RHOA realm. I saw that Eva Marcel did like a soft launch where seemingly she's reconciled with her ex-husband Michael Sterling. They've been divorced a little over 2 years, and they were together at Essence Fest, and she captioned the video of them together, "I'm floating." Someone in the comments said, um, he's a good man, Savannah, and she responded, "and is." So it's seemingly like they reconcile. I will tell you guys, I'm actually a little concerned about it. If you watch the show, what was the name of that show? The show where she traveled. What was the show that came on? I actually recapped it. Was it Eat, Travel, Love, Eat, Pray, Love, where she was with Nivea and they went out of the country together? What was Nivea's show on Peacock? Eat, Slay, Love. Where I get Eat, Travel, Love from? But yes, Eat, Slay, Love. It was Eva, Tammy Rivera, the lady London Hughes, who went back home, and Nivea. We never got the details of why they divorced in the first place. It's always been a hush hush situation. Y'all tell me in the comments if y'all know anything about it, but it was really a hush hush situation as to why they divorced. She was seemingly very hurt when she was on that Eat, Slay, Love. So I don't know if he did something to her, vice versa, or they couldn't get on the same page, but the way it came off to me is like she never lost love for him. So I'm just concerned if it don't work out this second time, what are they gonna do? But she might be having a Nene and Greg moment where they get remarried or something. I don't know. But they did a little soft launch on Instagram this weekend at Essence Fest. But did anybody go to Essence Fest? I really said I have to start planning my stuff as far as content a little bit better because I should have been there. I don't know why I'm so stuck on BravoCon, but I really got to put myself out there. So brand deals, I am here. I am looking. I would love to be at like Miami Swim Week, Essence Fest, BravoCon. I saw the Netflix house is coming at the end of the year to Philadelphia. I applied to try to go there. So I really got to be in the realm of the reality TV stars because there was a lot of reality TV stars there. So manifesting it from my lips to God's ears, right? But yeah, guys, that's all the reality news I have for you guys. Thank you for checking in. Don't forget, I will be back tomorrow to recap tonight's season premiere of Love and Hip Hop ATL. The foolishness is back. I'm excited for it. And green screens are happening for Love and Hip Hop Miami. I saw that Amada was doing her green screen. So they probably come back right after this season of Love and Hip Hop ATL. So they will be on the way. But yeah, I really gotta get myself out there. Thank you, Madison and Oliver, for checking in. I appreciate y'all for commenting. Y'all know I love these shows because I love reality TV shows so much, but I only have like 1 or 2 people in my life that love it as much as me. And it's really Summer's Finest who loves it as much as me. So you guys make me feel at home when I come and talk to you guys about the reality news and shows. So I'll see you guys back tomorrow. What was your question? Do you think Ming have Ralph them receipts after hearing what she said on Candy's show? I don't know if Ming may have receipts similar to what Ralph had. She may have seen the text messages or the however many thousands of minutes they was on the phone, but we already know what happened there. Like, I don't know what Ming has, but Ming just trying to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what I think. Oh, you did. You asked and do I think Ming gave Ralph those receipts? That's a possibility. That is a possibility. I wouldn't put it past her because Ming seems like she has a little cuckoo in her. So I wouldn't put it past her at all. But she's just trying to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Basketball Wives was a stepping stone. Y'all saw her in the background at Kelly's charity event, hoping and wishing that she got some camera time, child. So that's what I think. She's not really from LA. She doesn't really live in LA. She's from Atlanta. So she would rather be there. They're just leasing apartments to be in LA for the tapings. They don't really, neither one of them really live out there, Ty or Ming. And neither does Brandy. That's another thing. Brandy, love Brandy, girl crushing on her, thinks she's so beautiful. But Brandy trying to make y'all think that her and Jason are just connecting because of them fires is poppycocky. I told y'all that already. When they are not filming, she is in Texas in that home. She's in Texas in that home as we speak, filming her seasonings and going to basketball practice with her son. And I know Jason is in that house. He the one holding the camera when she making these videos, child. So I don't believe for 1 minute that she actually separated from him. I told y'all that at the beginning of the season. That is just her way of storylining it. Like, that girl don't live in LA and separated, and she ain't just connect with him over them fires. But story for another day. But before I get out of here, guys, please make sure you like this video, hit those thumbs up, hit those hearts, share this video. It will be on my YouTube channel. So if you missed any part of it, all my live recaps are on my YouTube channel, along with pre-recorded ones as well. You see it coming across the screen at Reality Recap 2876. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, on TikTok, reality_recap. What you see right here for all the reality news piping hot for you every single day. I appreciate those that are following and supporting and commenting and showing up. And don't forget, Prime Big Day sales today through the 11th. Shop my storefronts. The link's in my bio on Instagram and Facebook, guys. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Make sure y'all go watch Love and Hip Hop ATL. Make sure you watch Love Island, and we'll be back to talk about it tomorrow. As I always say, reality TV stars are humans too. Let's not forget that. It's your girl V with Reality Recap. Enjoy y'all evening, y'all. Stay safe. Peace.